Hey nerds, Sage is here. Hope you're having a good day. Oh man. Before I begin, I just do want to mention that it's all thanks to you guys. I love you all so much for being so amazing, and I'm going to continue to just always put my foot forward for you. And because of that, I'm still doing that Gleam contest. It's still going. $200 is at stake. One from Jacob, who I actually accidentally called a she last video. Oh god, I'm so sorry, Jacob. Sorry about that, but he did a great thing. He gave us $50, and now we're at $200 for the giveaway. So all you need to do is just follow that link, and it'll be regional equivalent. If you're in any place other than the US, I will contact you via your email you entered with. So be aware of that. Anyways, that's not what we're here to talk about. And as you can see, I'm currently unlocking and leveling up Fear. This is like my third Fear that I've kind of taken from one spot and moved it to another, getting it SP. But yeah, that's what I've been working on. But anyways, man, I hope you guys enjoyed April Fools, because there were some really, oh man, jokes upon jokes upon jokes upon jokes. And let me just tell you, a lot of you were like, there was, of course, the really weird, off-putting jokes and things like that. And then, of course, there were the ones that used a lot of great art and just amazing work just to do some jokes. And the funniest thing I can possibly think of is, if you're watching this on the second and you ever want to see where the creative well dies, just type in "I quit" and filter it to a day, and you will see all of the channels that probably did a typical "I quit" or whatever cliche, kind of thing you can do. And that was my chortle. Nothing against anyone there, but I always find it funny that, that's the degree people jump to when it's April Fool's. It's like, oh, it's ended, it's over. It's kind of why I avoided that, that and Easter. But still, nonetheless, there was one joke that kind of, well, I guess it can't really be a joke because it's actually real, is one thing that kind of shook me a bit. My first mobile game, that was actually a gacha game, that was actually something that wasn't just a glorified chat room like Miitomo, was, of course, Yokai Watch, Wibble Wobble. And apparently for a little while, things have been sputtering, and then right after April Fool's, right at midnight on the 2nd, they basically announced, I'm going to just show their notice board, and that was, and basically what they're saying is, well, we're ending our services. And if you've ever been in any sort of mobile game, MMO, or hell, some certain games, like, I mean, the most recent I can think of is Demon Souls, you will see that things really, rely on the internet service. And honestly, it's really sad to see something like that from, my memories disappear. And of course, when I was discussing this with a friend, they naturally went, well, Heroes will probably end up there eventually. And yeah, that's true. Heroes will eventually probably die out, but that time is not coming anytime fast. It's still very much here. It still very much exists, and we're not going to be changing that anytime soon. It's just going to be there. Heroes will always be, well, heroes. And, unlike Yokai Watch, obviously, with Heroes, Yokai Watch is a much smaller series. It had a really big period where it was huge, but just like any sort of, well, any sort of fad, I guess you can say, like that, it eventually calms down. And obviously Yokai Watch is a big thing for me on my channel. You can kind of tell by the icon, that's Tom Nyan from Yokai Watch, and I like their humor, and I like their funny little, bits and pieces that come from the game. Doesn't take yourself too seriously, so that was just why I loved it. And it's sad to see it go, but, it made me think. It made me wonder. And I'm going to pose a hypothetical question to you guys, because I like hypotheticals and I like talking. And hey, this is what this channel's kind of like about, Let's say, sometime 4 or 5 years into the future, which is when I expect maybe Heroes might die down, if ever, that point. What would you do? How would you react if you just turned on your notification boards and you opened it up, and on it basically said, hey, look, we're ending our services. You have until this date to keep playing. And, how would you go? And how would you react to that? Personally, I if I'm still playing at that point, which, you know, I might not, I'd probably still be like, oh, okay, well, at least I still get some time to enjoy my game. Others might, you know, not take it so well. Others might turn towards things, but I'd be really thankful for not only the community, but also the people who showed up to, you know, make this channel amazing and make you guys amazing and continue to support. But also, of course, the game that has been, you know, it's grown a lot and it's getting a lot better and it's still doing its stuff. I mean, we'll talk about the next hypothetical, but how would you react to that? Like, would you just feel like, oh man, that sucks, and, you know, move on, no regrets? That's pretty much what I would probably, you know, be with the attitude there. Or would you, you know, you just kind of move on? What would you do? It's always a weird hypothetical with that, and I hate talking about doom and gloom, but man, that was a big, strange April Fool's joke there. I'm kidding, Yokai Watch. You're great, and I'm sad to see you go. The other thing, though, is, you know, Yokai Watch, it evolved and it went along, and they listened to, you know, some suggestions and all that fun stuff. But IS and a lot of what Heroes is doing, they have been listening a lot to suggestions. I mean, to give you an idea, staff units, we complained about them for a long time. They eventually got improved. We complained about, like, lack of events and things to do, and we got tons of new events. You know, Tap Battle, Rival Domains, Blessed Gardens, things like that that you can do pretty much every day, or at least, you know, every week. And I think that's commendable. I think that's a great thing, and that, you know, that's something that we can build upon. So my hypothetical here is, you know, Heroes still has a long way to go. There's no death involved, and while Wibble Wobble is going, and I love it so much, and I hate to see it go, what would you like to see in Heroes? What, you know, when it comes to game modes and things like that, there's one thing I really, really want to see in Heroes, okay? Well, actually, two things. First off, fix enemy phase music and things like that. I'm getting tired of it being, you know, cutting out some really great music. Because, like, I really like it, you know, like... The Takumi Grand Battle was fun, and I loved the music, but it was really annoying when it got interrupted. But no, that's enough of that rant. The second thing I want to talk about is, well, what exactly could they add on more to get you interested more in Heroes? And the one thing that I would really like to see is more connectivity with the friends list outside of Rival Domains. Rival Domains is great, and it's a good step up, obviously. But I kind of want to see more co-op events and things like that, where we connect with each other and we use, like, maybe, you know, it's you and another partner and you have 2 units and we're taking on, like, say, Grima as an actual dragon. He's there, he's huge, he has, you know, maybe several companions and things like that. And that would be what I would love to do. I could probably play co-op with you guys all day. I would do streams with it, and I would just enjoy every part of it and just, you know, maybe... just helping you guys out, or maybe having fun and challenging each other and just seeing what we could do, you know, because I feel that's the next step up, but I don't know if that's ever going to happen. I know in the survey recently, a while ago, they mentioned basically along the lines of, hey, you know, maybe there would be a town building thing and you can build your own town. I don't know if that's ever going to happen. I'm pretty sure a lot of that was already in development before the survey came out, and they were just gauging things to see what they should work on first, but I don't know. It's a weird one. I don't think Heroes is going to die anytime soon, but it does make me think, you know, it's kind of like that old phrase, you know, memento mori, in a sense. I've been watching a series of unfortunate events that kind of popped up a lot. Remember that you will die. That's the simple phrase. And the same thing can be applied to something like Heroes and all these other mobile games that thrive on internet access, is that eventually it will all go away. But the one thing that you need to do when it comes to all of these is remember and cherish the memories that you have, because obviously what we have right here won't last forever. But I'm sure as hell going to remember all the fun times I've had with you guys, and that's always going to be how it's going to be. And that is one terrible, terrible thing to wake up to after April Fools and Easter, a notification that your game is ending. Oh God, I just feel so, ugh. I have a lot of friends who play that game, and we're a big part of a community. It really sucks, but it makes you think. So fill out those hypotheticals, guys. Tell me what you think. I'm going to be calling it a night now and let fear level up. But Man, a lot of fun stuff. Also, we have one special video coming up at 3 a.m., so hope you enjoy. Bye, guys!